When Jesus and his disciples arrived in Capernaum, he asked disciples what they had been discussing along the way. His disciples were reluctant actually to tell him how they had been talking about themselves, about who would be the greatest in the kingdom. Remember that one. Who is going to be the greatest in the kingdom? Recognizing that they had been discussing Jesus, what they had been discussing, Jesus sat down and gathered the 12 around him. He then instructed them that if anyone wanted to be first in the kingdom, he should consider himself as the last of all. If you want to be the first in the kingdom, you need to think that you are the last in the kingdom. That is, he should make himself servant of all. Right? You need to be serving. You need to be working for the good of others if you wanted to be great in the kingdom. To illustrate his point, Jesus took a child in his arms and said to his disciples that whoever among them would welcome, treat with kindness, even a child who was Jesus' disciples, was welcoming, in effect, Jesus himself. You see, so Jesus is taking a child into his arms and he's saying, who are among them would welcome, even a child who was Jesus' disciples. He's welcoming Jesus himself. If you welcome Jesus' disciple, you welcome Jesus himself. And who are welcomed to Jesus in this way, welcome not just Jesus, but God the Father as well. He wants to say, the one who sent Jesus. Thus, those who would be great in the kingdom, must be servant of all, even to the least of Jesus' disciples. Even to the least of Jesus' disciples. You should be serving even the least of Jesus' disciples in order to be great in the kingdom. That means you cannot look at the face, you cannot look at the caste, you cannot look at the color, you cannot look at the culture. Nothing should be a barrier in serving Jesus' disciple, helping Jesus' disciple.